Yes, sir. Ready and waiting. At once.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Cannot deploy.
Acknowledged.
New construction
Ready and
options.
waiting. Very well.
Building. Construction complete.
Awaiting
New
orders.
construction options. Building.
Report once. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Agreed. Agreed. At once. Agreed. Very well. Agreed. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Waiting orders. Very well.
Lost.
Very well.
Construction complete. New construction options. Building. Insufficient funds.
Yes, sir.
Construction complete. Unable to comply. Building in progress. Building. Unable to comply. Building in progress.
Reporting.
Construction
Agreed.
complete. New construction options. Building. Construction complete. Building.
Reporting. Awaiting orders.
Insufficient funds.
Reporting. Affirmative. 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 Affirmative.
Construction complete. New construction
affirmative.
options.
Affirmative.
Building. Unit ready. Building. Construction complete.
Yes, sir.
New
Acknowledged.
construction
Ready and
options.
waiting. Acknowledged. Agreed.
Building.
Agreed. Affirmative. Affirmative. Very well. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Affirmative.
Awaiting
At
orders.
once.
Very well.
Awaiting
Acknowledged.
orders. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit
Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Affirmative.
Insufficient
Acknowledged.
funds.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Attack.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Construction complete.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unable to comply. Building in progress. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Vehicle
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Construction
Affirmative.
complete.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
New construction options.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Insufficient funds.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. At once. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Report acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Construction complete.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
New construction options. Building. On hold.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Yes,
Building.
sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Insufficient
Affirmative.
funds.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Waiting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Structure.
Awaiting
sold.
orders.
At once. Agreed.
Unit ready.
Reporting.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Our base is under attack.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Waiting order. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Waiting order. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Construction complete. Unit lost. New construction
Comrades.
options.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building. Repairing.
Yes, sir.
Unit prepared.
Affirmative.
Insufficient
Affirmative.
funds.
Acknowledged.
Repairing.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Awaiting orders. Report. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Waiting order. One. Very well.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Acknowledged.
lost.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Affirmative.
Training. On hold.
Comrade.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready. Training. Building. Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Unit
Yes.
ready. Training.
Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Is under attack.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yes, affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Training. On hold.
Yes, sir.
Cancel.
Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Vehicle report. Affirmative. Vehicle report. Acknowledged.
Unit
Awaiting.
ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative.
Insufficient
Yes.
funds.
Yes.
Unit lost.
Engineering.
Awaiting orders.
Yes, affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Repairing.
Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative.
Waiting order. Acknowledged. Waiting order.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Vehicle report. Acknowledged. 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 Acknowledged.
Our base is under attack.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Ready and waiting.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Waiting affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative.
Engineering.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged.
Insufficient funds.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Waiting order. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Low. Mission accomplished.